You're doing great. You now know there are 3 units in your business: the before unit, the during unit, and the after unit. Now, the after unit is what we're going to focus on. And the after unit is everything that you do 90 days after the transaction is over for the rest of your client's life. And what we're going to work on is putting the specific touch point plan in place so you can get a 20% yield on your relationship. So that means for every 150 people that are in your after unit, 30 of them are going to either repeat with you or introduce you to your next client. You're going to love these thoughts. The goal of the after unit is a 20% yield on relationship. Now, there are 3 components to make that come true. Number 1 is focus on a group of 150 people. Now, these 150 people know you, like you, trust you. And from that 150 people, a 20% yield would be 30 transactions annually. Imagine what that would be like for your business if you knew every year going into the beginning of the year that because your 150 people have been nurtured, you've taken care of them, you've stayed in touch with them, you've used the systems that I'm about to share with you, that each one of those people were referring 1 person to you every 5 years. That's what a 20% yield on relationship is. Now, how could that be? Well, if you have 150 people and each one of them know 100 people, that's 15,000 people. So when we're looking at your top 150, what we're imagining is there's 15,000 potential opportunities from that base of 150 people. And the biggest mistake that real estate agents and mortgage consultants make is they try to market to far too many people real shallow, where we teach you to go in a small group, 150 people, and go real deep. So your first opportunity here is to look at all the people that you know and narrow your group or your list to 150 people. Now, the second component is to recognize that people will introduce you to someone that they care about. If they notice that person, then they think of you, and then they actually introduce you. Now, that's really important that you get those 3 concepts: notice, think of you, and introduce you, because that's how an introduction actually occurs. See, right now in your top 150 people, there are people who are buying and selling homes. The question is, are they noticing them? Are they thinking of you when they do notice them? And are they actually introducing you? Now, there's many different, lots of psychology behind why a person might introduce or recommend someone. But here's the number 1 reason people go out of their way to introduce someone that they care about to a product or service. Number 1, it is because it makes them feel good. See, when I introduce you to a book that I loved, and then you tell me how much you loved it after you read it, I feel good. If I refer you to a restaurant and you call me up and say, "Hey, Joe, I ate at that restaurant, I loved it," I feel good. The key is to understand that when people introduce you to someone that they care about, it makes them feel good. So what you want to do is train your top 150 people to notice people, to think of you, and then actually introduce you. And the mistake that most people are doing is they're out asking people to refer you. And many of the people are referring people to you, but you're not making any money. They're saying, "Hey, I referred my sister to you." And you're going, "Well, I haven't talked to her." It's because they didn't introduce the sister to you. And so when you start to think about notice, think of, and introduce, and then you put all of your communication into that format, which is the 3rd component. What we believe is that 30 great communications to a group of 150 people will yield a 20% return, which would be 30 referrals. Now, the secret with each one of the communications is to ask people to notice a particular person, and then to think of you, and then to introduce you. And what I'm going to ask you to do is ask your business development consultant to show you the 30-30 program. And in the 30-30 program, we outline all of the different types of people you want to ask your top 150 to notice. So, for example, you might ask them to notice anyone whose kids are going off to college. and that their home is getting smaller, or that they have too much space, and it may be time for them to think about downsizing, or maybe to buy a home in that town where the kid's going off to college. Or you may ask people to notice someone whose family is expanding. Maybe you're going to talk to them about any of your friends who have recently said that they're pregnant and their homes are going to be too small now. And when they start to notice that, to think of you and then go through the process of introducing you. And what we've laid out strategically is all of the context over the course of a 12-month period, put it into a program called 30/30. And when you ask your business development consultant to show it to you, what you want to do is find the key components that you could use right now, I mean this month, right now, so you can go out and ask the people in your database, in your referral base, your after unit, to start to notice this particular person, to think of you and introduce you. So those are the big components. Number one is focus on 150 people. Number two is make sure you're giving them clear instructions on what you want them to notice, how to think of you, and how to introduce you. And then number three is 30 great communications over the course of 12 months yields you 30 referrals. And that's the after unit. And when you look at what we're doing with your business development consultant in this area, you're going to say, wow, this is a gold mine, and it's so easy to tap into.